Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a Lesney Matchbox Mustang. Now it's quite an interesting little model this. It features a steering mechanism which I believe is the only casting that the Matchbox made with this little invention included, and to be honest it's so simple but brilliant. I think they should put it in a lot more models, to be honest. But yeah, a little bit of damage. Looks like somebody stood on it, so I'm going to have to fix that roof up. I'll show you a little closer. The A-pillar's gone as well. Well, it's not actually gone, it's bent, so if I'm careful enough, I should be able to straighten that out. Nice detail on the front here, a little close-up. There's the steering mechanism on the side there. It's great, it's just like a little slider bar inside. It just pushes the front axle. Anyway, let's pop it open. Let's see what we've got. So as we open it up, we've got the chassis, interior, a little tow hook on the back, which amazingly is still there and in one piece. We've got the window that needs drilling out a touch. It's got a bit of a crack in the back as well, which is a bit annoying. But I should be able to do something with that. Yeah, I'll just give you a little look at this steering mechanism. It's just a piece of plastic that attaches to the front axles there, and as you push it forward, it just manoeuvres the wheels from left to right. It's so simple, but it's an absolutely fantastic idea. I think it's brilliant. Imagine a kid playing with this back in the day must have thought they had that awesome car. The fact that they could turn it and what have you. It doesn't make much difference when you roll it, to be fair, but just the fact you can do it, the kids would have loved that. Right, let's take it all apart properly now. It's the suspension. It's all in one piece, it's all good. Just pop this little gizmo out without breaking it or losing it. It's lasted all these years and now I restored it and end up breaking it. It'd be great. Chassis in good order as well. Not too bad. Wheels look okay. And the casting itself, because at the window, the front's not too bad, it's just the back. It's got this nasty crack that runs right through. And with this COVID-19 pandemic, deliveries and things, trying to get parts is ridiculous because most of the sites are closed. So I'm just going to have to botch it up for now and then get a replacement once everyone's back to normal. So this front, I'm going to have to heat it up there very gently and then just manipulate it. So let's get to it. You've got to be careful if you're going to apply heat to these die casts as well. It's just little and often. I've found it's the best way. Take your time because it's very brittle stuff. It snaps so easy. Just apply a little bit of heat, move it a tiny bit, and then just reapply the heat. And just take your time with it. I've found that to be the best method, and it works for me. Tiny little maneuvers. Oh, looks like the lighter requires some more gas. I'll just fill that up. Typical, everything runs out when you go to use it on film. Right, that's that filled up. Let's try again. There we go. As you can see, I'm applying heat to it, but I'm not actually aggressive with the heat as I'm still holding it. And it is warm, but it's not too hot to touch, so just to give you an idea of how warm to get it, you know. Just enough to just manoeuvre it a bit. You don't want it like jelly flopping everywhere and breaking. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I've changed camera positions. I'm going to try a couple of videos from this angle. I think it's better view for you as a viewer, rather than like me struggling with the camera in front of me and doing work behind the camera and looking over it and views being blocked. So let me know in the comments if you prefer this view or you'd like me to go back to the other view. It's starting to move up slowly now. It's starting to reform back to its original place. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be like at least 90% better than what it was. I don't think we're ever going to get it back to the way it was, but as long as it looks fairly straight, then I'm happy with that. Being so careful with this pillar. It's getting there though. A little bit more heat, we should be done soon. There she goes. It just doesn't get in the front straight, the sides just dipping a little touch, and you can see me, I'm just trying to manipulate the sides back into this right shape. And then it's just a little A-pillar then. Once that's fairly straight, this should be done, ready to go. Just a little bit of force, not too much though. There she is. There you go. And the way I've found in this hobby is with doing these type of things, when it looks good enough to stop, then stop. As I say that, I carry on tweaking, see. But like, if you're happy with it, be happy with it. Don't ever go back to it thinking, oh, just do a little bit more, just do a bit more, because that's when you run into problems. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it was. Excuse me. So that's the repair on that. I'm quite happy with that actually. It turned out not too bad. There's still a tiny little dip, but you can just slightly see it there. But we've got a little crack at the back. But I'm not going to mess about with that. I'm just going to fill that with a bit of super glue and some baking powder. and that should be strong enough to hold that. And then once it's sanded down and primed, it should be okay, it should be covered and strong enough. So yeah, I didn't notice that when I was doing the front there. Unless I don't even know if I actually caused the damage, to be fair. I didn't feel it snap or hear it clink, so I don't know, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll just glue that up. Interior just needs a good clean. I think the colour I've got in mind, I'm going to leave it this colour. I'll just give it a good clean up, and I think you'll see the results at the end. I think the interior will suit. Suspension spring, it's okay, we'll leave that alone. And the glass, I just need to fix that back. Right, put these away. Okay, so caustic soda time. As ever guys, hot water in the kettle. Wear your goggles, your mask, your gloves. Keep safe, this stuff will hurt your skin. So in with the caustic. Doesn't need too much for this little one. Tablespoon should do it. It looks like I'm putting a lot in, but to be honest, it's only like the cap off the bottle, and just like sprinkle it in a bit at a time. But it's in total, it's probably a tablespoon. Getting a lovely reaction now. And there's only a bit of paint on this as well, so it shouldn't take too long. Let's get the old trusty toothbrush on, see what we've got. Yeah, let's have a little look. Oh yes, coming off nice. Yeah, it should come off real easy. I'll just put it back in and we'll leave it for a minute or two. A little prod. Yeah, it's coming along nice. Right, let's get it back to the table. Let's fix this glass up. So what I'm using is this product, which is fantastic. It's called 5-second fix. It's basically like an oily gel adhesive which you apply to any plastic, and only thin, and then you apply the UV light for a couple of seconds and it cures it, and it's absolutely fantastic stuff. I think you've got about an hour before it starts to cure itself off the natural light, so you've got quite a bit of time to mess about, and it doesn't make your hands sticky or nothing like that. It's really good stuff. But you've always got to remember, once you've squirted it on, and before you use the UV light, always put the cap back on the end of the pen first, because it will cure off the light even though it's at the other end of the pen, and your nib will be blocked. So I'm just putting on the little bung now and then the cap back on. Click it in, and then you're safe to use the UV light. So even though the light penetrates through the crack and goes straight through, I'm going to just double check and do the other side as well, just to make sure everything's gone off and it's cured as best it can be. There we go, and it's solid again. Crack's still visible, but it's a solid piece and it'll do for now till I can replace it. So we'll just stick it on top of the little bath there for now. Now let's fix this back quarter panel. Baking powder out. Just give it a little clean up with the brush. Just apply this super glue. I love this Gorilla Glue, it's fantastic stuff this. I love the fact that you get the little brush and then you can take the top off and you've got a nozzle as well if you use nozzles. So much cleaner work with this type, I love it. A bit of super glue inside and out. Let's screw the lid on first so we don't spill. Put that to one side, nice. Now the baking powder on top. Let's put the cloth there because no doubt I'll make a mess. Just tap it into touch there, fill it in. You don't actually need baking powder for this as well. You can use normal talcum powder and it's just exactly the same. It basically just makes the super glue cure instantly and it forms like a hard plastic resin type of reaction, and then you can file it down and smooth it. So if you've got no baking powder, don't worry, just a bit of baby talc does the same thing. Put this away. Best put the lid back on that baking powder before I knock it over. The old wire wool there. Yeah, just going to burnish this up. Comes up lovely with the wire wool. Yeah, put that lid on. It's 0000 wire wool I'm using. It's very fine. Doesn't really mark the model that much, and it brings up into a lovely burnish. A little bit of elbow grease and a bit of time, and it really does clean up the model. As you can see, nice and shiny. That was before, and that's after. So I'll just carry on doing the rest of the model and then we take to paint. So we are doing a colour change. I'm not going to tell you what colour I'm going to go, even though you're probably going to see the majority of it now, but I'm just going to do a little tack coat and then the reveal. So as ever, just take your time when you're painting, nice thin layers. Thin paint, thin layers, lots of patience. The paint I'm using today, I actually bought it after watching Juan on Matchbox Resurrection. By the way guys, go and check out his channel. He's a fantastic restorer and customizer, and he puts nice stories to some of his builds. It makes them more interesting, so go over and check him out. As I say, he showed that he was using this paint, a glass paint called Pebeo, or Pebio. So I thought I'd buy myself a pack, and I tell you what, he's not far wrong. They're fantastic paints. They go really well, and you have to do them in thin layers and build them up slowly, but the finish, you'll see the finish on this, they're fantastic. So thanks for that, Juan. So yeah, go and check him out, guys. He's well worth a subscribe. Well, it was labelled, I'll tell you the name of the bottle, I think it was pink. It said it was something pink, Bellio pink or something, but it looks more purple to me, to be honest. So yeah, we'll just keep going. I ended up giving this about 9 passes in the end, because I didn't like the lighter colour, but once we started getting more opaque, I started to like it. There we go, just let that dry off a little touch, blow some air on it, a couple of passes, and then we'll leave it there. You see the difference as the more layers you start putting on, it starts to change colour, goes a bit more rich. There you go, so that's the first tack coat done. So I'll let this dry, and then I'll do the rest off camera, and then I'll bring it back to you for the reveal. So here she is. And as I say, you can see that the interior matched the colour. I thought it was going to be like a little bit lighter, to be fair, but it's actually worked out quite well. And the colour on this is, I think it's fantastic. It's got a lovely gloss to it. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did like it, then give us the thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, then I'd appreciate you subscribing to the channel and become part of the community. I'd also like to thank all the regular subscribers who every week comment and like the videos, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.